Day 25, or night 25, as it were. Got a little behind in what I was doing. Here's my pile of yarn. I've got 6 pom-poms for the one project in there. It's gonna be fun. And I think I've got 5 tassels. 3, 4... oh no, I got 6 of each. 6 tassels and 6 pom-poms. It's funny, the tassels are for like a tie-dyed garland. This might just be like Christmas ornaments. And these, like a yarn cake pop is what's in the book. Yeah, so just fun little decorations. Might put them in a vase. So yeah, we'll get to those soon. And finally, here is, it's still a little damp from the dryer. My dryer, for some reason, doesn't like small single item loads. Here is the final product for that ice dye. It's washed, dye set. I'm going to let it air dry the rest of the way. This came out really cool. I'm not even kidding. The ice dye with the permanent dye is amazing. I've got another shirt. I'm actually going to do one for my dad using black dye on a polo that I got for him. I think it's going to be so cool. If you haven't tried ice dye, it's really easy. Just the way I did it with the ice on the top and then sprinkling the dye on top of that and just let it melt. Day 26. Not dyeing anything tonight. I just don't have the time or the energy. So I'm going to overload on dyeing projects tomorrow. And hopefully the weather stays nice so I can reverse dye something. At least one thing. If not 2 things. That would be awesome. Yeah. And if you know what this is for, it's for this lovely stuff. So, tomorrow, a big dyeing day. Day 27, getting down to the end of March. Oh my, this month flew by really fast. Again, got my pot ready for dye, got my dye, and I've got some, not that one, some items to throw in this dye. I've got some nice polyester shorts as the weather's getting warm, and these were ridiculously soft, so I'm going to see if this ruins it. I also have an accidental polyester tote bag that I got. Yeah, when I got this, I initially thought it was cotton. Silly me, didn't read the label. I also have a couple of polyester headbands. One for me, one for my sister. And if I have room or have time, or if I have enough dye, which I probably will, I might use the whole thing, I have a sweatshirt that I can use again. Also, since I realized my camera wasn't filming this the last time, here is the result of washing that shibori towel. Very light, not the best dyeing job. This might not be the best material for this, or the color was not quite right, but I'm still happy with how this turned out. And here's the bandana washed out. It's got purple splotches. I don't know how that happened. And I realized my mistake with some of the other ones was not allowing enough room in the rubber bands, stretching them out. Yeah, live and learn. And here's how that sunburst tote bag turned out. It came out more red than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be, I thought the blue-green would, you know, pop more, but it didn't. I'm still very pleasantly surprised how this turned out. And it does look nice with the hat and the shoes. Bunch, bunch, bunch. Bunch. Ha. Trying something different here. Maybe. I don't know. This one's either going to look amazing or weird. Or both. I've yet to do the heart shape. So, I'll do that one since it's a pattern in here that's not covered. This is really, really weird. Oh yeah, that's going to be fascinating. 4 out of 6. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Need to do this a little differently next time I do pants. But still, they are unique. Let's see. Now, this is headband number 1. Ooh. Nice. These were like 100% polyester, so these should look amazing. Ooh. Very cool. This one, it's going to be a little ball of wonder. A lot of white on that one. Let's see, let's see. Ooh. Very nifty. Looks dark now. It's going to get lighter, of course. This was the heart. Let's see if the heart came out. Yeah. So far, looks like a heart. Sort of. Kind of. Yeah. There it is. Alright, this was the blue shirt. Put in royal purple. This probably did nothing. So if it did nothing, I will add it to the queue for the reverse dye. Yeah, this looks like nothing. So, I'm just going to rebunch this and add it to the pile for the reverse dye. In fact, this will be the first one. Here's this one, still quite wet, but I wanted to see it. Okay. So I attempted a kind of spiral on the back side. Didn't quite, doesn't look quite like it did, but it's a nice bunching effect on the back. Now, time to see how the front turned out. Ooh. Fun starburst on the pocket there. Alright. I dyed this one a little longer than the rest, just because I wanted to make sure I got it dark enough. Alright, let's see. Got here. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that came out nice. If you can't tell what I was trying to do, I was trying to do an iris, but that, yeah, it's very neat. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, just add this to the wash now. Alright, time to prep the reverse dye. I've got 1, 2, I've got 4 things to work with. Bunch 1, bunch 2, bunch 3, another bunch. So, this was the reverse dye group. They're still wet. I'm not sure if wetting it first was a good idea. We will know after I run them through the wash. Yeah, so far it doesn't appear that anything has happened with this one. Doesn't appear. Actually, I need to undo them before I throw them in the wash. Haha! Yes, so we'll find out. I see some discoloration in the two black ones, naturally, since they were both black. Okay, so far, it just looks like a lighter shade of red in areas. Let's see. Okay, already I cannot see much of a difference, just whatever residual purple is there. Some lovely splotching from the purple. That's not from the bleach. This was a black tank top done in a bundle. It's also possible I didn't let them sit long enough. Running it through the washing machine might help. And here's another one that will hopefully look better coming out of the washing machine. See faint tints of brown. So, yep, time to run it through the wash and see what happens. Still day 27, evening, hooray. Quick show and tell. I'll start with the disappointments. This is the blue shirt that I at first purple dyed and then attempted to reverse dye. It did pretty much nothing in terms of reverse dye. It did a little bit around here where some of the purple was. There's still plenty of purple, and there's some interesting white lines, but in terms of discoloration, this was one that wasn't. There's no color, very, very little color difference there at all. So yeah, disappointment, but it's, you know, it's a workout shirt, so it doesn't really matter. Another one that didn't quite work out was the red one. I'm thinking I may have, probably should have let it sit longer. It's just a very marbled red now as opposed to the deep dark. It might not, oh, it does kind of show up a little bit. It's definitely got lighter tones to it now. I think that might have to do with the polyester content in it. Actually looks better on camera than it does in person. But yeah, definitely a nice marbled red. It's still got that spot there. So yeah, if I'd let the bleach sit a little bit longer in this, it might have popped a little bit more. But you know what? That's okay. Old shirt. Here's the t-shirt I did. Let's see, spiral. I went the wrong way, I think. But yeah, a lovely reverse spiral. Wasn't sure if it was going to work with the bleach, but I did it right. And these light bronzy tones. Now the tank top, on the other hand, and this is, I guess, a testament to the quality, maybe. So the t-shirt's a Gildan. This one, is an old Navy tank top. You can definitely see darker coppery tones to this one. And again, if I'd let the bleach sit a little bit longer, there might have been more, or if I'd applied more bleach. But yeah, overall, pretty thrilled with those. Here's how the headbands dried up. They held the purple really well. This one didn't get a lot of ink, a lot of dye on it to begin with. And here's the other one. The bag, still very wrinkly, haven't had a chance to iron anything. There's the heart. That came out really well, very light. On the other side, somehow ended up being darker, but the heart is wrinkled, so wrinkled. Darker, a little hard to see. It'll probably shape out better once it's ironed. It's still wrinkled. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just love this odd little starburst that kind of happened. It's almost like a stem. I didn't plan on this here. It just kind of happened. The miracles of tie-dye. And I can't believe this actually worked. Wow. Alright. the polo has been iced. Already it looks less gory than the tulip color. Alrighty. Time to let this little thing do its thing. Alright, day 28. Here's the black one. I can't rinse it anymore, my hands are freezing. Here's a sneak peek at that. So I'm going to throw this in the wash for the rest. Yeah. Alright. The Shibori t-shirt is ready. Watch, I just need to wet it now. Got my indigo dye. Time to drop. Out of my fingers. That's okay. Hot. Here's my little blue bundle. Alright, so here is the Shibori one all washed up. I think my soap is too good. Yeah, not too shabby. Here is the result of the ice dye. This was a polo shirt. I don't know if I actually showed that. Yeah, using that permanent dye. I absolutely love how this came out. Look at that. Just the hints of the white left over, the blues and the grays. It's just, oh, so good. And then those lovely black splotches. Whoop. Yellow stripe. Yes. Let's try one more. Okay. Two more. More green. Ah. More green. Okay. Time for the pillowcase. Hey there, don't try this at home. Or rather do. It's fun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's green. That's the pillow. Ah, there you go. Alright, didn't mention it before, but the pillowcases were the last big dye for this Marchus Annus. And here they are. This was done in the chevron pattern. I think I got all the water out of here. Let's see how this did up. Did it work? Oh, looks like for the most part it worked. I'm glad I added that extra yellow to get it just a bit more green. Here's the other one. This is the last one. The dye was a little cold, so this one might come out a bit lighter than the other. This one I kind of did in a stripe, or tried to do in a bit of a stripe. There. Let's see. Ooh, that's fun. Ooh, very fun. Yeah, a nice, unique tie-dyed pillowcase. Very nice. was this guy, just a regular old bandana I had lying around as sort of an extra, another one of those cool ones with a little bit in the middle. And this one I tried again in a spiral, so we'll see what happened with this one. Ooh, very neat. It's gonna wash out. Again, I'm really happy with the way the green turned out. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's finished. Yeah. And I'll do that. Day 31, the final day. Here's how that bandana washed out. Look at that green. That denim and that lemon yellow came out really nice. Really, really nice. Yes. And still got a touch of blue there. That may have been an accident. Like some residual that was on the tablecloth. Here is my chevron attempt. As you can see, I kind of got a little messed up there. But you know what? That's the beauty of tie-dye. It's not perfect. That green came out really nice. It's like an olive. And I love that both sides are just a little bit different. Look at that. Like a lightning strike. And here is the oblong pillow. A rectangular one. It's ended up with a little bit of a chivalry look to it. Thick around the edges. Doesn't show up that way on the other side as much, but overall, lots of fun. Definitely pleased how this one came out as well. I think one of the most surprising things about doing this was how little of a mess I actually made. I know that sounds weird. I fully anticipated this apron to be just covered in dye. And nope, no dye whatsoever, except for maybe that couple little splashes here and there. Well, there's one up here, which you probably can barely see. Just a bit of blue. I won't be able to do the yarn projects, finish the dyeing of those tassels and pom-poms, because I had to recut the pom-poms, or just cut them down more. But I will get to those eventually, and hopefully have those in time for a book review of the DIY tie-dye book. DIY Guide to Tie-Dye Style. Yep. Thank you for joining me on this adventure of Marchus Annus in 2023. It was messy, it was colorful, and I learned a lot, and I have a great respect now for anybody who does dyeing by hand professionally or to make a living. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of water, it's a lot of arm strength, just, you know, getting the dyes to rinse. Especially for the ice dye. As cool as it is, there's a lot of dye that goes in and quite a bit of dye that comes out. And once again, thank you for watching. Take care. Memento Mori. Unus Annus.